Guys, we got another month of over 20,000 deliveries. Absolutely spectacular. Also, what are incentives looking like here in China? There's going to be some crazy incentives. We all thought that momentum was going to die down and sales would decline, but they're actually boosting the incentives. They're making it absolutely nuts, absolutely crazy. But first, I want to thank NIO for giving me a free bottle of wine. All right, every single NIO owner, every autumn gets a free bottle of wine, and this shows how much they care about NIO owners, even existing NIO owners. And we've been getting these bottles of wine every single year. All right, in autumn, it's not a huge cash burn expense. And it is going to cost them some money, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure the cost to get one of this bottles of wine for NIO isn't that much. So a very good gesture from NIO, and I fully appreciate it. But of course, deliveries 20,176, 4 consecutive months of deliveries over 20,000. And this is actually a little bit above last year's August numbers of 19,329, and just a little bit 300 below last month, July. So you can tell, I mean, deliveries are actually doing very well. Okay, and it's not exactly slipping. You can't say 300 less deliveries from last month is called slipping. That's not slipping. All right, it's just a fluctuation. It's more like a fluctuation. But of course, going forward, I am very confident that with these incentives staying and actually being boosted and modified to give even higher discounts, that we are going to maintain this strong momentum going into the later months of this year. Okay, and it's quite evident with what they're doing, man. So this is pretty nuts. So first of all, September incentives. Are you ready for this? So there's up to 15,000 RMB of free specs. Once again, free specs, very good. Just some people, they don't buy a car because to get it the way they want it, it's going to have to cost them too much to spec up the car. Maybe they like the rims, but it's going to cost them extra. With this, you're not paying that much extra. 15K is enough for maybe adding NOMI, the physical NOMI head, or adding maybe comfort package, or if you just want bigger rims, different color of the car, you can do that as well. So that's pretty nice. All right, and then there's actually a little surprise. So apparently tomorrow this number is going to be increased. The free specs, the amount of free specs is going to be increased. So very nice. And the overall theme of the incentives in September is take away the freebies. All right, no more free stuff. We're just going to give you straight up discount. All right, more insane discount. So that's number one. Number two is, of course, if you buy your second NIO, right? Or if you trade in your existing car for NIO. So this is like the trade-in bonus. You get another 8,000 in free specs. So a lot of free specs. Pretty nice. And it's just it's a win-win. It's a win-win. And there's still that zero trade-in program. If you have a BMW car 3 Series, you can basically just drive it, give it to NIO, and then you can drive home with a brand new ET5 or ET5T. Pretty nice deal. And you don't have to pay any extra money. For people that have had their BMWs or Mercedes or Audis for 3+ years, this is an excellent opportunity for them to upgrade at no cost. So that's absolutely beautiful. And it's not a money losing deal for NIO. All right, NIO's not going to lose money on this. It's more like the secondhand value of that BMW has to match the price of the ET5 or ET5T. Okay, so number 3, this is the bonkers incentive, up to 60,000 RMB of straight up discount. All right, absolutely nuts. Straight up discount. You get that much money off, up to 60,000. Of course, it's dependent on vehicle model. All right, for example, I can pretty much bet you that this 60,000 RMB off discount is only for the ES7, which barely sells a couple hundred vehicles per month, all right, which is the NIO's least selling car. If you want to get 60,000 discount on the ES6, which is their best selling car, impossible. You're not going to get that, all right? So it's targeted discount at some of the more expensive cars that are less selling. So this discount seems like a lot. It is a lot, but it's actually just for the cars that don't sell that well, okay? And then on top of that, right now there's that Chengdu Auto Expo, and there's also a special package. Well, auto expos, they used to give out freebies, like free tents and stuff. That's when I bought my car 4 years ago at the Beijing Auto Expo. I got free tent, free charging, portable charger. I got free picnic mat. I got free chairs, all sorts of free stuff. All sorts of free stuff. Like, I even forgot some of the free stuff I got. So pretty insane. But here, no more freebies. They're just straight up giving you 30,000 NIO points, which is worth about 3,000 RMB, or roughly maybe $500-600 US. All right. So, I mean, like, that's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. Straight up NIO points. If you don't want NIO points, you can sell the NIO points for some cash on the secondhand market. So yeah, pretty nice. And then of course you get 20 swap vouchers. So kind of interesting. Like before, earlier in August, they decreased it down to 20, but then it was too much of a decrease. They increased it back to 36, but now they're decreasing it back to 20 again. 20 swap vouchers, regardless of if you're going with BAS or if you're buying the battery upright. And of course, if you go for BAS, rent the battery, you save 70,000 RMB, which is quite a lot, and you pay monthly. And of course, they still have that pay for a month, get 1 month free deal, which is absolutely insane, absolutely beautiful. And BAS is just the default way to purchase a NIO right now, because you also get a repurchase voucher. So every month you get 100 RMB off of your future NIO purchase, every month of BAS. So you own the car for a while, for like maybe 4 or 5 years, you pay BAS monthly payments with the new BAS policy. Then you can actually get like maybe like 5,000, 6,000 RMB discount, which is like $1,000 US off of your future NIO, just because you chose BAS. So definitely that makes sense. Also, if you decide to buy your battery back later on, you decide, I don't want to keep on renting this battery, I want to buy it back, then of course, there's also a discount towards that as well. Every month that you pay BAS, you get some vouchers for future battery purchase. So if you want to buy the battery back, it's also not at full price. So it's a very good deal. Over 80% of people choose BAS right now. It's a very, very, very good deal. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But they're keeping the pay for a month, get 1 month free. It doesn't actually cost NIO a whole lot. NIO is just paying for that 1 month of BAS payment. It's only like 20% off if you think about it. So very, very good. They're keeping this. It seems like they're going to keep this forever. And it would make sense for them to keep it forever. It would drive sales. It lowers the average purchasing price of the car, and it has way too many benefits. Okay. And then of course you get free NOP Plus for 1 year, which is absolutely amazing. All right. And also if you trade in a car, you get an extra year of NOP Plus for free. So up to 2 years of NOP Plus. Absolutely amazing. I am very confident that with these incentive policies, that September deliveries are going to be very strong as well. And then as we roll into Q4, Q4 is a historically good month, good quarter for automobile companies, because that's when most people buy their cars. And also because there's the uncertainty of government subsidy policies changing next year, and license plate policies changing next year. So people are more inclined to buy the car before the end of the year. And a lot of sales reps have also said that most of their customers that are interested in buying the cars are actually waiting for Q4 as well. So they're waiting, and all signs point towards that we're going to have good momentum in Q4. All right. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.